In 2024, one thing that we know, it is definitely airdrop season, and time again we've seen a number of airdrops come to stakers of certain tokens. Today we're going to talk about how you can stake SUI and earn airdrops along the way. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Now, I'm assuming that most of you who are watching this video don't have any assets within the SUI ecosystem. You're probably new to it, and some of you may have only recently just watched my deep dive on SUI. Now, for those of you who don't know, SUI is this new generation layer 1 blockchain, and it's growing really well. In fact, one thing that I noticed actually is on DeFi Llama, it's now ranked 12 in terms of TVL, like really growing, especially if you look at the monthly. It's overtaken the likes of Cardano recently, it's overtaken like many of the layer 2s as well, and it's really like growing quite nicely with 25 different protocols on there as well. Now, some of these don't have tokens, and therefore what we are speculating on is the idea that some of these protocols, when they do release tokens, will give some to SUI stakers. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to show you how you can get set up and how you can basically get some of these airdrops if they do come. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to get yourself a SUI wallet. SUI, they have their own wallet that they've created themselves. It has a bunch of different features, including account abstraction. You can even create an account with Google, Twitch, or the traditional way with your private keys and your seed phrases. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do, but essentially just create an account on here. This is a Google extension, a Chrome extension, and you can get it on Brave browser, whichever browser you like to use. So you need to get yourself one of these, and then you need to get yourself some SUI. Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can or three ways I should say. You can click buy directly on here and use one of these options to basically check out and pay in dollars, pounds, or euros, so MoonPay, Transact, or Banksa. I mean, you probably should just compare the fees between all of them, but I'm not going to show you this way. That's very easy. You can do this yourself in 5 minutes. The second way is either using a centralized exchange like Binance, Coinbase, or KuCoin, wherever you want to use OKX, and basically buy SUI there and kind of withdraw it directly to your SUI wallet. Again, I'm not going to showcase that to you. We're not going to use any centralized exchanges today. What I'm going to show you is the third way. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to buy SUI on a different chain and kind of bridge it over. And one of the ways that we can do that is using this app called RocketX. I haven't actually used this before, so we're going to use it for the first time on this video, but from what I understand, it works very simply. So essentially you can go from one chain to another chain, and so what we are going to do is you can pick any of these chains. You could go from Polygon or BNB or Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. Pick any asset, and then we can redeem SUI on SUI mainnet. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to enter 30 USDC here, and it's going to fetch some quotes, and what we're going to do is we are just going to paste our SUI wallet address directly in here. So it says do not enter a centralized exchange address. So we're not going to do that. This is our wallet. And you can see that it says it's going to take 5 to 15 minutes. We are going to get basically $29.67 of SUI back, which is absolutely fine. And I'm going to just click, let's do the cross-chain swap. So I agree, proceed. And we're just going to pay the gas fee on Arbiter mainnet, and then we should be able to get our SUI directly on SUI mainnet after. Okay guys, so the funds have arrived. You can see in my wallet now that I do have some SUI tokens, and now the question is, how do you stake? Well, you can see clearly within my wallet there is this button here that you can click, stake, and earn SUI. Now when you click this, you'll see a bunch of different validators, but how do you know which one to pick? Here is where I decide. So I'll leave a link to this in the description below. This is a list of basically all of the SUI validators. You can see exactly where they are, the number of nodes, countries, how much is staked, the average APY, and you can basically compare them all. So this is currently in view of their voting power. So you can see that some of them have significantly more voting power than others. You can also see their commission as well as the APY. So what I'll do is I will filter by APY because I kind of want to make a little bit more, and then you can kind of see which ones are the best in terms of APY. Now, all of these don't necessarily refer to kind of how much you can potentially make, because some of these validators may be builders, they may be creating their own products, and therefore they may decide, they're going to reward some of the stakers themselves who are staking with their validator. So sometimes you may find that one of these lower down might actually be better for you. But for today's purpose, I'm just going to pick any of the random ones from the top 10, and I'm just going to stake directly there. So what I'm going to do is let's pick Let's pick OKX earn. It seems like it's got a reasonably good APY and there's no commission as well. So I'm happy to pick that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this up, click stake and earn. I'm going to, unfortunately, can I not search? Sort by name. Okay, so I need to go to OKX. Earn, here we go, select amount. I'm going to now enter my SUI directly here. Now remember that the staking rewards will start after a certain epoch, so that is going to be in 3 hours time, and then I can now stake. So I'm going to click stake now. I'm going to have a small amount of fee to pay, but there you go, that's literally it. It's done just like that. And SUI gas is fairly cheap, so this costed me like a fraction of a cent, I should say, and it was super quick as well. So that's pretty much it. I've done it now. You can see, well, here's my balance now. You can see 20 SUI has actually gone, and if I'm to click, hey, there you go, you can see it directly there. I've currently got 20 SUI staked. So that's pretty much all you have to do. Have a play around with it. Let me know your thoughts. Hopefully we get rewarded with some airdrops for doing this. So yeah, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Now, a common question actually just before I finish is like, how much SUI do you have to stake? The answer is I don't know. It could really vary. I think naturally every single blockchain will have different, every single product, I should say, that releases a token will have different requirements. Some of them may not even have SUI stakers as eligibility criteria. So I really don't know. It's entirely up to you. You decide. Remember that staking does have some risks as well. So yeah, we'll touch on that another day. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back with plenty more content in the near future.